What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my Raw Philly review 6 nights away from WrestleMania 33. I'm excited for it. If you're not excited, that's your fucking problem. I don't care if you're not excited. Don't watch if you're not excited. But WrestleMania in my house, my household, it's a damn tradition. Watch it. So, anyways, I watch anyways because I'm a big wrestling fan and WWE fan. So here's my Raw Philly review for March 27th, 6 nights away from WrestleMania. Whenever you're watching this, it could be less than that. Could be one night before it. Who knows? Whenever you decide to watch. Whoever is watching, I appreciate you watching any of my reviews or videos. I really do appreciate it. I don't say that enough. So here to my Twitter poll. Rate tonight's Raw Philly 6 nights away from WrestleMania. 13% gave it a B+, or 33% now gave it a B+, 42% gave it a C+, 25% gave it a D. I'll check on the results later, before this review's over. Kicked off with the Raw intro video with the music, and then it kept cutting out, and it kept going to Undertaker's gong, and his bell, and his theme. Undertaker's video package was playing through part of the intro. That was kind of weird. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but it was cool. It was a cool effect to do that. So then we had the Raw video. After that, Undertaker took it over with his powers, I guess. Then we had the Raw video intro play. Then we had Bayley come out, get a big pop. Bayley came out, cut a promo. Then Charlotte came out. They were hyping up the Fatal 4-Way. Now it's an elimination match. It's not just a Fatal 4-Way. It's a Fatal 4-Way elimination for the Women's Championship on Raw. Bayley was out there cutting a promo, talking about WrestleMania is her dream. Ever since she was a kid, she used to beg and beg to get the pay-per-view, to order it from her parents. And then Bayley, when she was talking, Charlotte comes out. The Queen comes out. And I would like to see Charlotte. I'll do my WrestleMania predictions probably Tuesday night. But I would like to see Charlotte or Sasha win the title at WrestleMania. I would more like to see Sasha win and turn heel on Bayley in the match or after it. So then Charlotte comes out. Then Sasha Banks, the boss, still my current #1 favorite woman in the company. Sasha Banks comes out. She talks for a little bit. And then out comes Nia Jax. And then we have a tag match. Tag match next. Charlotte, Nia Jax against Bayley, Sasha Banks. We had a nice double drop kick from Sasha and Bayley. Pretty good women's tag. It was pretty good to kick off the show. At least the show didn't kick off with a 10-minute Stephanie promo. Thank God that did not happen. So very good tag match. It was good. Not very good. It was good. Glad they kicked off Raw with a match instead of stupid 10, 15, 20-minute promo. Bayley and Sasha win. Then after the match, all hell breaks loose and a fight breaks out between all 4 women. And Nia Jax is left alone, standing tall, looking at the Women's Championship, staring at it, standing tall, holds up the title. Should Nia win at WrestleMania? No, she shouldn't. I don't think she should. She's a good talent. She has a different look. She's not like most girls. We all know that because of her look. But that's good. That's a good thing about wrestling. You need people that look different. And I would even say on the superstar side also, on the male side of talent, you need talent that looks different and is unique. You can't have all the wrestlers looking the damn same with all their arms covered in tattoos like Randy Orton, and they all shouldn't be jacked like they're on roids. They all should look different. And that's one thing that's missing, in my opinion, from WWE is, I mean, you got a guy that looks different like Braun Strowman. He looks different because the guy's that giant beard and he's a giant. Bray Wyatt, he looks different. That's a good thing, that he's thriving on SmackDown as WWE Champion currently. Big Show, he looks different because he's a giant, but he's been around a real long time. The one thing that's missing from WWE is a big men. I'm not talking about big giant guys that are tall. I'm talking about big men like Vader, Yokozuna, big fat guys that could work and that wouldn't get blown up. That's one thing that's missing from not just WWE, but from wrestling, is big men, big fat guys that could work and wrestle. But at least they got Braun Strowman. He looks different. So Nia does not look like most girls. She has a different look. That's a great thing for the division, but I don't think it's her time. She's too young on the main roster to be women's champion just yet. Maybe after SummerSlam or Survivor Series, Nia Jax should be women's champion, and I'd be okay with it. But at WrestleMania, I'm not okay with Nia winning the title on the biggest stage of them all. I want Sasha or Charlotte to win. And I'll be okay if Bayley retains. I'll be okay with that. But I'd like to see Sasha win and turn heel. So as I said, Bayley and Sasha win. Bayley hits a belly to Bayley. Up next we had Sami Zayn backstage doing an interview, and then he announces, I'm going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal until Stephanie comes and appears in the segment and says, no, Sami, you are not. You have to fight to get in it. And if you don't beat Kevin Owens tonight, you are gone from Monday Night Raw. So then up next we had a Cruiserweight match with Neville, the king of the Cruiserweights, Neville on commentary. Austin Aries taking on Noam Dar with Alicia Fox. Pretty good Cruiserweight match. I knew Aries was going to win. Aries wins when Noam Dar tapped out. So Aries, good win for him by tap out. Then they show Seth Rollins backstage coming to the ring. Seth Rollins is next to come face-to-face to sign the contract with Triple H in the ring. So Seth Rollins is next. He gets a good pop. I think before he started talking before that, during the women's match, or when Charlotte came out, they started chanting CM Punk. Philadelphia, you're better than that. You're a hardcore fan base. Hardcore, great wrestling fans in Philly, but you do not need to chant CM Punk. That guy's not even from Philly, and you need to forget about his ass because he's been gone for over 3 years. Give it up. Forget about him. And that's also damn disrespectful to chant that at the Queen Charlotte. Don't do that stupid crap. So Rollins is out, cuts a promo a little bit, and then Triple H, his music hits. The King of Kings comes out, gets in the ring, says, Rollins, you cannot attack me. If you attack me, the match is off. And then he tells Rollins to sit down. Just sit down. Rollins doesn't want to sit down. He says, if you don't sit down, the match is off. So Rollins sits down, then Triple H says, that's a good boy. Like Rollins is a dog. That was pretty funny. And then Rollins and Triple H is saying, I molded you, I pushed you, stuff like that. You were the top guy because of me and all that. And then Triple H says, if it wasn't for me, you'd be wrestling in gyms and armories for nothing. And then Rollins says, I don't care. He says, I'd be happy to be wrestling in little gyms or wherever, armories. I'd be happy to do that because Rollins says, I love this. I love this business. I don't care where I wrestle. And then Rollins says to Triple H, when I was with you, meaning when he's with the Authority in Triple H, and he got everything handed to him, storyline-wise, on a silver platter by the Authority and the interference of Corporate Kane and J&J Security, we all know what happened a couple years ago when the Authority was running rampant on Raw. Rollins says to Triple H, when I was with you, I hated myself. And he says, now that I'm alone, I'm starting to love myself again and stuff like that. So it was a good segment. And then Triple H decides to attack Seth Rollins. He attacks him, kicks him in the knee, in the bad knee. Rollins falls down. Triple H attacks, tries a pedigree Rollins, and Rollins instead backdrops Triple H over the top rope. Triple H looks pretty surprised and shocked that Rollins could backdrop him. And then it was a good segment. And that's all I got to say about it. I enjoyed it. And later on, they'd play a Triple H Rollins hype video for WrestleMania, their WrestleMania video package. It was very well done. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I really loved hearing Metallica get their music played in the video package. They're one of their new songs, I Am Savage. Great song. Great Metallica song. I love that song, and I love the entire new Metallica record that came out last October or November of 2016. So Metallica's music, I Am Savage, part of the Rollins Triple H WrestleMania hype video, that was fantastic. That was great to hear. It added a lot and it fit in perfectly with that video package. Usually rock music or metal really fits in really well with pro wrestling and videos, hype videos, pay-per-view, main event videos. Usually rock music and, as I said, rock music and WWE video packages, usually they fit super well together like a glove. Fits like a glove. So, here up next we had Big Show taking on somebody. They said Big Show in an over-the-top rope challenge. As Big Show against Jinder Mahal. He lasted like 1 minute and got tossed out. And then out came Bo Dallas. He lasted like 40 seconds. He was gone or knocked out or thrown over the top. One of those. And then we had other superstars come down. Curtis Axel, Goldust, R-Truth came down, tried to get rid of the Big Show like it was Andre Battle Royal. So 7 guys were on the Big Show. He threw them all off. Chokeslammed them all. Knocked out Bo Dallas. Chokeslammed the Shining Stars. Double chokeslam. And then the Big Show standing tall. Everybody was all the mid-carders laid out. No disrespect to them. I'm just saying they're mid-carders. They were all laid out by Big Show. Even Curtis Axel appeared and he was chokeslammed. Then Braun Strowman, his music hits. Braun comes out on the stage, gets on the mic, says, or I think he's on the mic, or he's just staring at Big Show because he's in the Andre Battle Royal. Big Show's fired up. He's yelling at Braun, come here, get your big ass down here. Braun didn't come to the ring. That was good. They teased it for WrestleMania because Braun and Big Show obviously are going to face off in the Andre Battle Royal. And I think Braun should win. That'd be a nice push for him. Give him the Andre Battle Royal trophy. So up next we had The Undertaker. More Undertaker videos that were pretty cool and creepy. Undertaker digging a grave, throwing dirt in a grave. That was pretty cool. Then we had Roman Reigns be interviewed by Charlie. Roman gets interviewed and says some stupid shit that I don't remember. Something about it's his yard and he's a big dog or whatever. So then we had Braun Strowman. No, we didn't. Not Braun Strowman. Up next, after the Reigns interview, we had the New Day segment in front of the Rocky statue. That was pretty funny stuff. Then we had Gallows and Anderson backstage attack Cesaro and Sheamus, attack him and pull out a ladder and start attacking him with the ladders. That was pretty cool. When I saw him pull out that ladder, right away I thought of the Broken Hardys, the Hardys. Because the Hardys had many epic, they had the triple threat ladder match at WrestleMania 16. Also, they had TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17. So the Hardys and ladders at WrestleMania, they go together. So when I saw Gallows and Anderson pull out that ladder, I thought, God, I hope the Hardys show up at WrestleMania and interfere in the Raw Tag Team title match, triple threat match. I don't know if it's going to be booked as a ladder match, triple threat ladder match. It should be. And then they should have the Hardys join it. It's a surprise. Just have the Hardys come out and make it a fatal four-way ladder match. That would be awesome. The Hardys don't got to be involved in the tag title match for Raw, but just have them appear. Just have them appear and interfere at WrestleMania. I would love to see it. I would love to see the Broken Hardys at WrestleMania. I hope it happens. I don't know if they sign contracts officially, but I hope it happens. So next we had Neville against Jack Gallagher. It was okay. It didn't last long. Jack Gallagher taps out to the rings of Saturn. Neville wins. Neville and Austin Aries at WrestleMania. That should be pretty damn great. Pretty damn 5-star match. Could be the show-stealing match of WrestleMania. But I have a feeling that Cruiserweight title match between Neville and Aries, I have a really good feeling that, not good, like I'm going to enjoy it on the kickoff, but I really think their match is going to be on the kickoff show for the Cruiserweight title, because that's just what they're gonna do. Put them on the damn kickoff. Next we had the Austin Aries News Network breaking report. Austin Aries cutting a promo. And then he's interviewing the New Day, and then they all started shaking their hips, and it was pretty funny stuff. Then Reigns comes out. Roman Reigns comes out in Philly and gets booed out of the fucking building. Gets booed out of the building, booed like crazy by Philly. And then Reigns, I'm not joking, it was like 95 to 100% of the crowd was booing Roman Reigns very loudly. He tried cutting his promo saying, "I'm not John Cena, and this is my yard, and I don't give a damn about John Cena or The Undertaker. I'm the guy," all that crap that Vince and creative probably keep telling him to say, that he's the guy and he's the big dog and it's his yard now. You can think that all you want, WWE, but it's never going to be his yard. He's never going to be looked at as a guy by the fans. Never. It's too late. You better press the reset button with Reigns and just turn his ass heel at WrestleMania. Or have him really beat down Undertaker really quickly at WrestleMania. That'd piss off a lot of fans. But you probably should do that, because they'll get more heat on Reigns, have him beat down The Undertaker very quickly and turn him heel, and then he'll have a lot of heel heat on him. I mean, as a longtime fan of The Undertaker, if I was booking things, I would book Undertaker to go over. Could be his last WrestleMania, so I'd book Undertaker to defeat Reigns, but that's not going to happen. And still, maybe it'd be the right thing. It's probably the right decision to book Reigns over Undertaker, but as a booker, I couldn't do that to Undertaker. So next we had, as I said, Reigns said, "It's my time now. This house is my house. This is my yard." All that crap. And then The Undertaker's gone and his bell goes off. The Undertaker on video at a grave site, digging dirt, throwing it in the grave, saying, "Reigns, it's not your yard, it's my yard. And I'm going to bury you at WrestleMania," stuff like that. I don't know exactly what Undertaker said. I'm just making this up. He said, "This is my yard. I'm going to bury you." It's throwing dirt in a grave. They had a camera in the grave. That was cool. They had eerie, creepy music playing. They had fog going. That was cool. And then Undertaker, the gong goes off again. And he's standing, or before the gong went off, he was standing next to a gravestone. He looked at it. It said Roman Reigns, April 2nd, 2017 on the gravestone. That was cool. So then the bell goes off. The lights go out. The lights go back on. Undertaker is in the ring, and the crowd in Philly Before the lights went on, Philly was going crazy. They were marking out because they probably knew the Undertaker's in the ring. Lights go back on. Undertaker's behind Roman Reigns. It was awesome. Great moment. Great segment. So then he's behind Reigns, staring at him. Gets on the mic, says, Roman, at WrestleMania, you will rest in peace. Drops the mic. Undertaker goes like this. Thunder goes off in the arena. That was pretty cool. Then he slowly lowers his hands, slowly, and the lights go back off. And then Raw goes to commercial. So that was a very well done segment to build up Undertaker Reigns. I'm more excited for it after that build up tonight. Maybe you aren't, but that's your problem. Even though I know Reigns is probably going to win, I'm still excited to see how the match goes and what they do in it. So up next we had Enzo Amore, excuse me, Enzo Amore and Cass come out. They get a huge pop, huge reaction. Enzo on the mic, Cass on the mic. Cass says, because they're in Philadelphia, and of course the Sixers, Allen Iverson used to play there, Basketball Hall of Famer. AI, Cass brings him up, says, we're not talking about WrestleMania yet, we're talking about practice. He says, we're talking about practice. That was classic. That was funny as hell. That was great that they brought that up in Philly. In a promo, says, we're talking about practice. Not a match. Says, not a match. We're talking about practice. And then Anderson and Gallows come out and attack Enzo and Cass. Attack them with ladders again. Enzo and Cass, they try to fight back. Cass fights back a little. Then Sheamus and Cesaro come out. They get attacked on the stage, I believe, with the ladder from Anderson and Gallows. So that was good to build up the triple threat Raw tag team title match. That was good build up for WrestleMania, for their match, for the tag titles. Up next we had a Kevin Owens interview with Charlie, and then up next we had Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I did a live reaction video for Owens, Sami Zayn. Check that out in my live reactions playlist if you want to. So, decent match. They brought in the crowd a bit, went up to the stage. Zayn hit a swanton off the stage on Kevin Owens. They used the stairs on the outside. Sami Zayn dove through the second turnbuckle, tornado DDT to Owens on the outside. That was good. And then Jericho, first off, Samoa Joe comes out. And then Jericho's music hits. While Samoa Joe's on the outside, Joe grabs a chair. Jericho's music is still playing. Jericho comes from behind, attacks Joe. And then Jericho goes in the ring. Or Jericho, I believe, gets attacked then by Joe on the outside. Jericho gets back in the ring with a chair and hits Kevin Owens with a chair about 2 times. And then Owens bails out and goes back up the ramp with Samoa Joe. Sami Zayn wins with a schoolboy roll-up. So Zayn is still on Raw. He doesn't have to leave Raw. Because if Zayn lost, he had to leave Raw. So now the final segment. Goldberg and Brock face off. Brock and Paul Heyman come out first. I'm surprised they didn't chant ECW at Paul because they were in Philly, the home of ECW. And Paul cuts about a 5-minute promo about hyping up WrestleMania, hyping up Brock and Goldberg. You don't really got to hype it up, Paul, because either people are not excited at all, or they're a little excited, or they're really excited to see this match for the Universal title. I don't know. I'm just curious about how what the finish is going to be of Brock Goldberg, because I don't have a clue. They could have Brock absolutely demolish and destroy Goldberg within under 30 seconds. He could kick him in the gut, pick him up, F5, 1, 2, 3, Brock wins and is new Universal Champ. It could be under a minute, or maybe it'll go 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. My best guess is, if you're going to bet on it, if you're betting in Vegas, I would bet on Brock is going to beat Goldberg in under a minute, or under 5 minutes at least. So there's no doubt Brock will win the Universal Championship, I believe. Unless they want to swerve, unless WWE wants to swerve us all and Goldberg sign a new contract to be around more. I don't know. But that'd be just pointless to put Goldberg over because he destroyed Brock at Survivor Series, destroyed Brock in the Rumble. You got to have Brock not look weak. You got to have Brock win at WrestleMania because Goldberg's had his number. He had his number at WrestleMania 20 because Brock decided to take his ball and go home and try it out for the NFL, try it for the Vikings. He did make a preseason. He did get to play in a preseason game, and I believe he made the, what do they call that? Not the 52-man roster, but Brock made the team and got to play in a preseason game, and then he was cut. I mean, if he would have tried really hard, he probably could have made the team. But I don't think he really wanted to be in the NFL. He just wanted to try out. Because after that, after the Vikings, Brock went to New Japan Pro Wrestling, won the IWGP Championship, and then Brock left Japan, left wrestling for a while, and then 2-3 years later, showed up in UFC, lost his first fight, but then he came back, won, and then he became UFC heavyweight champ. So anyways, Goldberg had his number at WrestleMania 20, but that had to happen because Goldberg was leaving, or Goldberg wasn't going to re-sign, and Brock was leaving the company, so they put Goldberg over. That was the right decision at WrestleMania 20. Beat Goldberg. Goldberg beat Brock Survivor Series. So he's 2-0 versus him. And he eliminated him from the Rumble. So Goldberg has got to lose to Brock, in my opinion. So this segment, 5-minute promo from Heyman. Then out comes Bill Goldberg, gets on the mic on the stage and says, Philly doesn't want to hear us talk. I agree with that. They did not. Even though Brock never talks because he has Heyman. He says they don't want to hear us talk. They want to see WrestleMania now. Philly, do you want to see WrestleMania right now? They pop, of course. And there were a lot of Goldberg chants before he came out, so he does have his fans. Takes off the Universal title. Goldberg starts coming to the ring. Brock slides under the rope. Brock charges Goldberg, and Brock gets speared out of his shoes. Speared on the floor, is laid out. Brock is fallen, like Goldberg did after the F5, and Brock cannot get up. I guess they should have gave Brock, Paul should have had Brock have a life alert necklace to press because he fell and he couldn't get up after the spear. Goldberg gets in the ring, rips his shirt off, holds up the Universal title. Then Brock finally gets up, walks to the stage, to the top of it with Paul Heyman. Heyman is like this. He's shocked, and Brock just looks pissed, and Goldberg looks ready in the ring for WrestleMania. So there it is. There's my Raw Philly review. 6 days from Mania. Whenever you're watching this, maybe it's 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe it's 1 day away from WrestleMania 33. I'm excited for it. As I said, I did a live reaction to the Goldberg-Brock segment before WrestleMania. Check that out on my live reactions playlist. I said once Friday gets here, basically, I said in my live reaction, when Friday gets here, I'll be a lot more excited for WrestleMania because we have the Hall of Fame. And then Saturday, we have NXT TakeOver. That'll make me more excited for WrestleMania. And then Sunday, once I get out of bed on Sunday, I will be excited for WrestleMania. Hope you enjoyed this Raw Philly review. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that. And let me check my Raw Philly poll results one more time. 31% gave it a B+. 31% gave it a C+. 38% gave it a D. So I guess 38% wins. 38% wins with a D. I wouldn't say the show was a D. I thought they did pretty well. Hyping up WrestleMania 33, I thought they did pretty damn well. Now, the entire show was not entertaining, and it did not go by fast, but I thought it was good for hyping WrestleMania 33. My grade for Raw Philly would be a B. I'll give it a B. I think it's decent and good hype for WrestleMania 33 this Sunday on the WWE Network. I will be watching it and live tweeting it, and I'll be shooting at least 4 to 5 live reaction WrestleMania videos that I'll upload on my YouTube after WrestleMania. Hope you enjoyed this Raw Philly review. Bye for now. Enjoy and have a great and fun WrestleMania week. We are on the road to WrestleMania. Only 6 nights away. Bye for now, everybody.